Thato Saul, if you know, you know, album review. Welcome to Ubiquity. It's been a minute though, guys. It's been a minute. Just a bit rusty. But yeah, let's get it started. I did the intro, so someone else grab the mic.
Okay. How did you guys find out about the album? I'm curious.
About the album,
Mixtape, I guess.
mixtape, album, project, whatever it is, that shit is fine. It popped up on my YouTube suggestions. Yeah, and a lot of people were suggesting it.
Yeah.
Or his music for a while. So yeah, that's how I
Were you following his music?
No.
Beforehand?
Nope, it's the first project I've ever heard. I haven't heard any of his old songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you do?
I don't remember actually.
You don't remember?
Yeah, but I remember trying to give it a listen the first time.
Yeah.
Didn't stick.
Mm.
Yeah, also wasn't in a good place to give it a proper listen. But when he suggested it, I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Okay.
Mm.
So you're familiar with him?
Yeah, you could say that, but not familiar. Just knew
Heard a few things.
knew he's out there.
Yeah. Okay.
You?
You told me about it. I mean,
The credit where it's
but
due.
I've seen posts on Twitter,
Yeah.
but I never really paid any attention to it. I've
Yeah.
seen like these promo people on Twitter always spazzing and stuff. I've seen the cover art a couple of times on my tier.
But now, why do you think it took all of us so long to listen to this guy?
Probably just the marketing. Like it's not getting to us. We don't. The information is not coming across. This album is out or whatever, and it's not your typical commercial album, so it's something people don't really recommend to people because this is aggressive.
It's super aggressive.
Yeah, it's not a radio friendly album or mixtape.
Yeah.
It's not bubble gum too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What's your overall view on the tape?
It's a great tape. Without using too many words. Great collaboration between the two. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a collaboration project, right?
Yeah.
Great stuff.
I agree. I think it's a good project, right? But for me, it's something I won't put on at any given moment. I feel like I have to be in a specific mood to like put this on. It's not I can just play it casually at any given moment. Probably when I'm, I guess maybe pumped up. That's when I would play it more because it gives me so much confidence. The things that this guy says. I feel like going to Centurion Mall, parking my car, putting my laptop on the seat, and just walking out without locking my car. It gives me that much. It gives me that much confidence. It's like, yeah, no, get now, Joe. Like, it makes me feel. It uplifts me in a way.
It makes me feel like reciting that poetry verse. Personally, this is a touchy subject.
Exactly. Yeah, well.
No, I fucked with it on a lot of levels. Like, I was even shocked hearing him say.
Mama told me.
Yeah.
Find out,
Also, I feel like it's perfectly packed. Like for someone I didn't know, someone who's never actually been recommended by, all these big rappers can say what age.
But you've heard at least one song. Holy.
Nope.
You haven't?
I've never heard Thato Saul before this tape. If I did, it passed.
Members only.
It passed. Like they passed me because so these niggas all sound the same. Like not saying that they're not talented or anything, but they're not giving us that day. So I mean, Ernale 25K, we actually made it through, and whatever he's doing, Ernale Flesh. but also he's giving us what we lived through.
Yeah.
Like purely direction ke start nga so botse go shela ai go botse ka shela go botse ka morwe le sisu morwe le sisu mo kratching ya morwe le sisu. And then you hear these in the raps, it's easier to navigate. So for me, going through this whole thing, it's like, starata for starata, William Mbata, le Mashbeatz, it's like, yeah, Mashbeatz, ke Robin Hood.
Yeah.
So this was fucking nice, like, all of it. And then, the transition in the beats, dog. The production, dog. Like from William Mbata to Heat to right now. And I got a battle there, say the collab was fucking amazing. And then tables turn.
I agree.
Ejo, that's all we can about.
Yeah.
I cannot top 5, can I look top 11?
All of the songs
Album make up days.
all of the songs are I don't remember myself skipping any song
Yeah.
when I played the song. Like I always played it front to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember for some time I played right now. No. Regular shit. I need this busted up Cuban diamond chokers.
Right now, yeah.
Right now. That's right now. I said I'm coming to you right now.
This the first
But I'll be
It's
over
a
there
bit
right
more
now.
song, yeah. It's a bit more song.
Right now, I never needed your gratitude. When you front line, you gotta keep up this little attitude.
Yeah.
Yo.
Fine.
Agent now, didn't yeah, Mozako no way, I never fit tomorrow. But for now, Pitori, Varapagas Pitori.
Yeah.
Mozako, I fit. I'm not saying Mozako,
What's the
Nesi
difference?
Dese, Mozako, Nelvat first. According to my knowledge, I'm excited Mozako Klapi.
North Town.
Yeah. So it was originated there, signature. Okay.
So could you say this is also a blueprint?
Yes. Now question is, are they going to name it? It deserves to be
They
named.
don't.
It deserves to be named.
They
Like
don't. You just say what's what we don't.
yeah, what we do.
These pictorial artists, they don't. Yeah.
I hope they
'Cause-
don't name it. Do you want them to name it?
Yeah,
I feel
like
it
obviously
would do more good than bad. Naming
Yeah.
it.
naming it would do more good
I
than
think it
bad.
would do more good than bad.
Because now
I'm scared of the wave it's gonna bring.
That's a good
it's
thing,
okay.
though.
It's
a good
okay
thing.
because it's not gonna be seasonal.
Yeah.
Because then it's like people can discover new artists. They could just search that specific genre.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
discover
Yeah.
new artists.
Like at some point, listening to this tape, I'm like, this is the trap I like. Like the old T.I., the Bone Thugs. I know it's a very violent tape. It's so violent, right? But I relate. Oh, but I keep on cutting, but hey. So, basatili me boss ka mosani se naira nga mosani se. Igura na vaisa something naira ngi. But this is the life that we live. And finding someone who has the confidence to tell it as it is. I mean, he's not even making it fashionable. See, keep it.
Yeah, you can even hear him saying in some of these verses, there's a lot of lines that have RIP. So you can hear some remorse in there,
Yeah.
some regret in being a part of the lifestyle too, but also embracing it
Yeah, because he's already in
because
it.
he's already in it.
And it's brought him this far.
And with this guy, I feel like, you know how a lot of people sort of dabble in these kind of activities, and then when they rap, they make the most out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy is actually living it, as opposed to someone that is sort of a gang affiliate or an affiliate.
Kendrick
of
gang
some-
affiliate.
and then
Actually,
presents themselves.
Sure.
as-
Some tracks I actually felt like he was a Kendrick in the way he tells the story,
yeah.
and then some of them I feel like
Hey, he
he
started
was
all
a
the
schoolboy
shit.
Q. He was
Perpetuating
actually involved in perpetuating the incident.
that. Yeah.
Hey, man, but abanye ke lo
So-
ntlhaba leitlho. Gore henge be ke sa tshwara thipa nke be le khale ke sa dile.
You see, so now his music and his narrative are very believable.
Yeah, and also like attribute. Like but vale and hele mbona le sampeta. Le santhoma nna ke bolela nnete. Attribute people bana le ditene hore whenever you this, ne? Whatever you say is going to come back and haunt you. Okasinsi tape ile Mashbeatz and then Yabamaka.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna blow overnight. Whether it's overnight, over 2 months, it's gonna blow, it's gonna get to a lot of years. So even if Aru really personal, but it's gonna pass through us. When it does eventually, so it means whatever he's saying is yo, the tape sounds too true.
I was listening to.
Wait, which song hooked you guys? The first song that hooked you?
Right now.
Bueno?
I think it's a combination of two. Like the second part of Heat, that storytelling, especially with the sounds where you hear them running through the mud and you hear the car hitting the pole. Just that audio.
Like so much effort in the South African tape.
That part. And also flowers.
It gave me actually the art of peer pressure.
The transition.
Yeah.
But the transition was not just smooth, but it was fucking perfect. Because it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Well, it's meant to be.
When the second one was Flowers, I think I listened to it the first time. I'm like, okay, this is a good song. And then I listened to it the second time. I'm like, no way, because this guy, he raps about making it big as a rapper, right? And then getting his flowers from us, the fans.
Yeah.
And then he says he's gonna take these flowers and give them to his fallen homies.
Yeah.
The people in prison, the people who died.
Sure.
So I'm like, yo,
and then
is sick.
Adding on to that, number one, I William Mbata.
Yeah,
and he needs his flowers.
He kept on referencing William Mbata.
Sure.
Almost like setting the tone as well for the project. The first track is William Mbata. You can already tell the theme here.
Right now,
we're gonna be two parking throughout.
I follow the light that much when he has showed us. That one got me. But now the song that stuck with me was Tables Turn. Like I fucked with the songs until I got to Tables Turn. I couldn't finish the album. Like for a month.
On repeat.
Going to work, Tables Turn. I'm tired, but tables turning, bridges burning. And I see nobody surviving. Yeah.
He chose the browner pasture.
Yo, okay, what is the most memorable line?
Just one.
Okay, your memorable lines. What are your favorite lines from the tape? Because Munga is zero Madlera. Madlera, Ari Kitsotiagazi, Banyana, Kibafapaji, Madregala pizza. Kibafapachi, Madregala pizza.
I love that one, the old flowers. He was like, I grew up on Cypher,
Yeah.
And the criminals were making coffee up,
not TV.
Yeah, there were quite a few memorable ones. I tell you my joke is Pitori. Nerifita, but you can tell if you follow the lyrics or some of them, the punchline doesn't come immediately.
Yeah.
It's a build up to it. Yeah.
Like there's so much intention behind this art.
Would you have loved more features while you had?
No. I feel like you would have ended a lot of careers. Like album awards or tape awards. What's that song? They did a chamber slim funnel pro
This hands,
fit. What do I put you on the last verse? No, cut, bro. If I get cut the Wizigira,
that song was gonna suck though without him.
But no one thought at least same level in your neighbor. I'm putting you on because we know words before we know Thato.
Yeah.
But if there were more features, I feel like Nate will lose out a lot because he did a shitload by himself.
Yeah,
a lot. Like even if it was a different producer, Thato made his point.
So what are y'all's favorite quotables?
Naju, the first verse here right now. The whole verse. Okay, the quotables. Second verse. Kana ring
When you
front lining, you gotta keep up this. No. I told me right now. Right now I never needed your gratitude. When you front lining, you gotta keep up this little attitude. Funny the ones you angry for, ending up so mad at you. You've been serving cap all in your rap. I'm tipping my head at you.
That was.
The build up.
Yo.
The build up. Yeah. Because if you say it without anything that happened before, or not, you've been serving cap all in your rap. I'm tipping my head at you. It's like that's so cool.
Doesn't
Anyone can say that.
Yeah.
But the build up, like it is steps, so
Was Mashbeatz also on the previous project?
I don't know. I didn't even want to listen to the previous project because I felt like if this nigga just found his sound now, I probably wasn't gonna trust his second tape after this one. So I sharp as a car.
And I actually went back and checked the members only because he also referenced it in his like you're not a member.
You're not a member.
He also referenced it in on Holy Holy.
In the tape.
Starts the verse. No, the song, the single. Holy Holy.
I heard Holy Holy.
That's why I said you
I heard.
because it's on our page.
I heard it. I'm like,
let me not argue. Let me just.
no, it's
I'll talk to him when we're done. Because I'm like,
no, it's the Holy Word.
I think the main difference for me listening to members only is that with members only, it actually humanizes him. Like you're more empathetic with him, you know. And with this one, he's more. This is what I am, like, you know, whatever. He's more of a, I don't really care how you view me or whatever. Like, he still has those lines that can make you empathize with him.
Yeah.
Like when he said, I'm going to buy my grandma a snake and, you know, sign a gastra thing. Or when he speaks about... like, you can relate to that and empathize with him.
Sure.
And also, when he says... you know, I hope God protects my mom and my parents.
Sure.
And my dad. You sort of empathize with him. Because, watch, I'm at 12, Mara, he's praying for, you know, for God to... This Kamushalam, you understand.
Sure.
And what else? He also said something... Oh, and I grew up on dub nowadays. You know, you sort of...
I grew up on dub nowadays. I ran away from a attitude.
These sort of things make you... sort of empathize with him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's like, nah, this is what
violent,
I am. He's violent.
Based on this year's music, would this be in your top 5 essay project?
Definitely. Top 3.
Not top 1.
Definitely.
Yeah,
listen to it maybe. Now top 1.
I still prefer.
That Pretty Ugly tape was also hard.
It was. I still prefer Aries' mixtape. Like it's still my favorite.
Aries drop. Oh fuck! It feels so old, dog. It feels so old, dog. It feels so old. Okay, yeah. You're the number 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's in the top 2. Yeah, but I feel like you should have had another song after Baggage Claim.
And that hook, I never get used to that hook.
I love it.
I was telling him, bro.
I love it, Buffett. I don't even know this nigga.
I was telling him.
I don't even know this nigga on the hook, ne? But I can bet this nigga is from Lotus. I also don't understand what he's singing about. I know his Baggage Claim.
I was telling him, he was like, hey, and that's my favorite hook. I'm like,
That's my favorite hook because it's surprising. It's like out of nowhere, it's how Baggage Claim. Say the wrong words. No, them dogs gonna be over. Which dogs? Like I don't understand the hook, but I like the sound of it. Okay, it's a Baggage Claim. You say the wrong words, and them dogs gonna be over you. What is that?
I don't know, but I think Thato could have sang it better.
Because
his singing was actually,
it was pretty dope. Yeah, but I like how he slows down his flow for the beat. Like you'd expect, and then pause, but without pausing. Just go slow on a specific word and creates an entirely different tempo. And also, it's very hard to rap along with this guy.
Because when does he breathe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fate.
But I'm listening to this project, and like you said, it's like his voice is an instrument. So if you take away the instrumentals on this, it still sounds like he's speaking to you.
Yeah.
And to me, it kind of sounds like a bit of poetry. Like I can definitely see him like stripping down all of this and having a live band and just
Yeah.
going at it as if it's a poem or whatever.
This is the first new rapper in SA in a while that I feel like is probably gonna be here for at least 15 years. At least 15 years. Cause okay, no rapper gonna start. I feel like it's like a top but you grow as a person. I think the way he'd interpret life again would be fucking interesting. I feel
you see our move, they don't do those things, but they're still interesting.
Yeah. I think the one thing that I'm afraid of is Pusha T.
I think what I'm afraid of is his music getting to the worst of the cancel culture people. Those advocates are always trying to cancel someone based on what they said on the
here's the
music.
thing.
Like that line, that specific line.
How hard? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's the type of artist that can't be cancelled. Because right now he has a cult following.
Yeah.
His following is crazy. And then you have artists that sort of create a fan base based off of singles, like hit singles or features with bigger artists. But he's not going that route. He's building his fan base, like he's building an actual foundation.
From the ground.
From
Immediately.
He's
it's
gonna
like
have stands like Eminem.
It's like
Eminem was also swearing at everyone. Homosexual, every person.
He was being himself from the get-go.
He was being uncensored, and when they tried to cancel him commercially, they failed because beyond that,
he already
had a following.
Buy into
his
craft.
But for me, it's the controversy that even irks me, man. Like, just the noise itself. Because then, the advantage is that some people didn't know about you are now going to be like, who's this person?
Yeah, you put me on because someone's famous is complaining about you.
Some people won't even go to that point of, let me try to listen to the whole project and get context of the situation. Because most people who are cancelling him don't even watch the full episode. They just see that snippet. So someone could easily just screenshot that lyric or any other lyric, that sounds violent or misogynistic or whatever, and then take it out of context, and then the next person labels him like that without going through the actual project itself.
I think he would actually get cancelled if he started doing like obviously now I'm pretty sure already he dumbed down whatever he was doing was starting. Number 2.
I think people fail to realize that you can't cancel something that doesn't depend on you to survive. You can't.
Like Minutes View has nothing to do with podcast and shit.
You can't. Whether you're part of it or not anymore. It doesn't need, like, you're not sponsoring it, you're not the majority fan base, so you can't really do anything. You don't have the power. And because with him, he doesn't have sponsors or anything, so he has his own power and stuff.
Where are the music videos, bro?
But so rating. Could you compare his Vanek rapping to his English rapping? I can
compare how, like, say which one I prefer or which one do I think is better?
Yeah, which one do you think is better at?
I think he's perfectly good at both.
It's a perfect balance.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even use one line more like Aragas core after ending.
Can you like rap the
one
whole
verse? Second verse in English. I think that I like no time. No time. First verse is in Vernac. Second one is in English, I think. Yeah.
It's almost like when he writes the song, with most of them, it's almost like he decides before, okay, no, I'm going English. Just like right now, tables turning. You barely hear any Vernac there. And then even what you call Flowers.
Yeah.
And then Baggage Claim too. And then
If I Die Today.
William Mbad. Vernac.
Yeah, we let's pay with that. Ukawili is the first song. After like I even had to check what it felt like Kamala Mashobani William Mbad. Yeah. Yo. So but what do you think the intention of this tape was?
I told you, he's like, this is just a teaser. He said it in the thing.
No, I understand the teaser, but the actual intent, because it's so scary. This is a scary tape, but it's a very enjoyable tape if you understand people.
I think this is an introduction.
Nah?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Because now I get he has Mashbeatz now, so it's probably okay. I'm gonna reach even more people now than I used to. So I need to tell them exactly who I am. Sampiago new age.
This is why I feel like he's old compared to Olomowago Black Rock 25. I feel like he's a bit older. Let's rate the album. Out of 7, an odd number.
Out of 7.
Out of 7.
Out of
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, man.
Out of 7.
Super 7. Super 7.
Out of 7.
Because it's an odd number. That's an odd tape.
Keep
That's a
on
bit.
back on my days.
Papa Mazda.
It's
sure.
in
You
context.
should
Kalaba
You should rap.
Kalaba 30 mil. Oh, you're gonna get 11. 6.5.
Out of 7.
Out of 7.
I'd give it a 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Shit, for you, that's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah, 6.5.
6.5.
Because like I said,
I didn't feel like it's 7 out of 10.
And I'm only 18.
I didn't give it
I'm
7.
only 18.
I'm 21. Wow. Sounds like 18 though.
I didn't give it a 7.
You did. You did. I'm the only one that gave it a 9.
How much did I give it?
You were there. I don't
I think
know.
it a 7 too. I'm sure.
Before we had a place.
Yeah, no. Kamatasa you miss. Busy running everywhere. Security guards and some. Hey, my friend, now. Yeah, why are you recording here? Hey. So 6.5.
Yeah.
I second Super 7. This is the best project to come out of Ridgeville. I'm not discouraging 25k. Maranagar gonna preference. So the intent behind the bars, like I randomly rap them to my girl and like, Wangu, karai, hey.
What?
Hey, Brian, go there. So that did you write that? Thato Saul, Brian.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me out there.
Ghost lady.
Sorry, apologies.
Yeah, but what he did here, my favorite. This is like what Daima President Yastarata did. The tapes that came out of Rangua. President Yastarata.
Focalistic.
He's doing his thing, man. Even if I had like that is risky business. But it worked. I feel like it's gonna work for Thato. Malam 15 years, 30 years in the rap game.
But listening to, if he continues with this kind of thing, you kind of get the feeling that he's probably not going to be the radio type of artist. Like, he's not going to be like very present in mainstream media.
I get that, but
you know,
consumption yam Zanzi is that violent trap music.
Yeah.
Yeah, States. So having one in South Africa is like, yeah, now we can be coons, we can do this and that.
And you know, mainstream.
It might actually put him very, very high.
But when people don't really tune into
mainstream
like
these
that,
days,
they don't.
You the
There's
distance between
such-
being here and on radio 24/7, sometimes it's as simple as a TikTok video.
Yeah.
But being removed from then comes along with the lyrics, the content.
Yeah.
But I don't think him getting there is gonna be stopped by the content he's making. But I think being removed, if it were to come to that, like cancel culture and whatnot, you know, but SABC did hate speech and whatnot.
I don't think he'll be. I feel like the way South Africa is moving right now, even like Abo Channel O and MTV, I don't remember the last time I watched any of them. Because now people, they have, like radio, people don't listen to radio in their cars, they play Bluetooth via
Yeah, I have music on my phone, my
and
own
then
preference.
People have streaming boxes now,
Yeah.
so they can literally watch YouTube on TV.
Yeah.
So Channel Oleona and your MTVs are slowly losing relevance because they keep on playing songs and they don't really create content that sort of brings these artists under one's like live sessions or interviews or those sort of things. So Leon, it's also losing relevancy because they don't have, something that identifies them or puts them aside from what YouTube offers.
I think we've all identified with these people are trying to, control whatever we're consuming. I won't have a choice.
So I feel like the ball is in Slicker on Live's court. The ball is in Ricky Rick's Cotton Fest thing. Yeah, I feel like now people are gravitating more towards.
Because that's where the conversation is actually.
Yeah, and they featured him.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I was looking for music videos, man. Man. The only videos he has is on Cotton Fest and 10K.
I was looking for his interview.
Yeah, no interviews.
No interviews.
Yeah.
Which makes him worth following.
Yeah.
This nigga's a mystery. He's a mystery. But what to me, look at Ridgeville, ne? Demand.
It doesn't strike me even as a person who's consistent on social media.
Yeah,
I follow him on Instagram. And I feel like a lot of black or colored South Africans would relate to that lifestyle that's in the songs. Even if I would have about 90% of your niggas do that.
It's all around.
You know someone.
Yeah, and then you know someone who used to do that and he broke out because he focused on what he was good at. It looks like he's the nigga that focused and wafi kamaya.
Those are the true stories of South Africa actually.
Y'all need to interview this guy.
Guys, please interview this guy.
We need to know more about him.
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the whole story. We gotta
know his childhood, his upbringing, how he got into the game. Yeah.
And upela repa ka taule ramukho. So I'm wondering
like the cover photo.
Ke taule ramukho.
Yeah.
Ke corner.
Stalkers.
We already have starting point.
Nah, re gonna yama go connect that wa Facebook. Le rena maybe re tla ba mo skiting sa
Ba ka
tshwelong da go. Batho ba ne ba tlile ba lo banya ka Thato Saul.
I feel sorry our father.
I'm a fan. But the little bit bull I'm biaginya ke nam tshela. A ke shwele ya loma. Yeah, but I'm the skits.
I don't think his homies even call him Thato Saul.
Nah,
probably Thato
Thato
Matata,
Matata.
yeah. Or Bio, yeah.
Mm.
Because you can even hear from the skin.
They're all theirs.
Fihlele wanyana, what about I got Thato Saul?
What am I saying? I'm a fake.
I'm a
Oh no, I give a grill demon. I get shredded.
It would be interesting, man.
It was funny.
Seeing how.
Ladies kids telling what we told the camera
Correct,
takes.
see,
And
yeah.
I got three jewelry or bagagati. If can all braya or illa takes a pelalum balata, Zilla grand chicken a pilo, a grand Zaga Iram from Furu, but I chase a guy. Oh, Fune, no, but I can't move on, but I'm Tatarai, Tarum de Wood.
I wonder how
Silly
I wonder
call.
how he's gonna maintain that relationship though, if he does make it.
What's yellow? What's it?
Flowers.
Flowers.
But the summer awards.
What's it,
Put up
Braya?
on them like what again?
Because
Institutionalized.
yeah, institutionalized.
Yeah. After that, I'm going to play a brag. I want to be like who pity Wabian. I refuse to go to screening pretend. Or I thought to Soul Bahana and Agamara building because it's very panga.
And it won't be the chobita, but clearly the code. But when I the shampoo,
The champagne, I don't know. Pretend or never. More pretend or Marawisi losing Umudel Mapurisa or Nana Vev. Ara. Maralaisi losing mobile on Rapitend. A shampoo by Mona. You, oh, losing guys are Kawan Luzamako, but 12 hours taste bad. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Bring it back to
Sure.
yeah.
Sure, and I feel like 25K was already an introduction to that stuff. Because I saw in a lot of his videos on YouTube, like, you know how Zulu people are. They'll always say, first of all, I'm Zulu. Maradimani wapiaka. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Maradimani wapiaka. I feel like Leana is also following in that direction.
So, top 3 songs.
Top 5.
Top 3.
5.
Top
It's a
3.
short project.
Top 3.
Five.
You can
said out of 7.
You can say one.
Now we're saying top 3.
Top 7.
Top 7. Top 3 for me.
Is it in order?
No. Right now, oh yes, Thato Matata.
Beautiful days.
That flow.
Oh, guys, wait, before you rate it, his flow of it.
That flow.
Do you think
On
anyone?
which one?
Do you,
All of them.
All of them. Like
Yeah.
it's almost it's
an
there's a
identical-
yeah, it's an identical flow, but
mm.
it has different intentions on every song. Like, do you think you've ever listened to someone you've never listened to before, who's been this clinical? Like, it's just cool, Dama.
Like an introduction.
O gare dimano ga motso sa ga 2 ya matha. Re se braya ga mfela ene 1 braya.
Yeah, this is
A ga tswa ga yona braya. Ba sa pele me boso ga mo sunny side.
Come on, Klapper man.
Yeah. So like his flow of it, like, can we give that credit now? Like,
Yeah.
that shit is 100 out of 100 for now.
100%.
Like I could hear him also murdering a few US rappers with that specific flow on any type of beat.
Yeah, because you can see how he does it on the different types of beats in there as well.
Yeah.
Baggage Claim is a different type of beat than everything else. It's almost like, sounds like a broken beat.
It sounds like a Nas beat.
Yeah.
He's off beat, but he's on
Yeah.
beat. Like it's not repelling. It's like, okay, that was the
And then you get those vibey ones that are on a high tempo. And I stop. He
I
keeps
hate
on
that,
going.
man.
He keeps on going.
But you're right. It might be an Eminem in his top 3. Man, I hate it.
I'm telling you, bro.
The man I
For
hate.
me, Eminem, Tupac, Kendrick. In his playlist, I think.
Oh, playlist.
Yeah. My top 3 from the album. Already mentioned the 2. 3.
It's a hard one.
Heat,
my friend.
man.
It's a hard one.
Right with the heat,
My
man.
friend, nah, I have 11 songs. My friend.
And
And I want to put them in order. And I want to put them in order.
Okay, I read the process of elimination. Take them out.
Okay, sure. Because I'm who sounds like he's from Lotus. Even though
But
he's
it's
clean guy. I like the song, but Dama,
You said you like
I like the singing.
We recorded it. Let's play it back. He said
Yeah,
we
play it back. I said I like the singing. Because Balotas thing. But the one thing that throws me off is the fact that I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Right? It's a bug is clear.
So eliminate that first.
I eliminated that one
10
first.
left.
Okay, Satepa because it also sounds like Bjorbo Days. It sounds like Bjorbo Days, but I like the language. I fucks with the language. Chap, go for top 5. Top 5 would be right now Heat, Tables Turn, Flowers. I couldn't mess with it. You gotta give it a bit.
I think that's 4.
That's 4.
It's 3.
3.
Tables turn.
Nah, it's 4.
Flowers.
Heat and right
Heat,
now.
And right now.
Shut that one. Yo.
Number.
No time.
No time.
Sure. Now I fucks with William Mbat, but like songs that I would go back to every single day. Are these 5.
This album changed my life.
Yeah. It changed my life, dog.
It changed my... I had no confidence.
I felt gangster, dog. I felt gangster, but I remember. I wish a rapper could try me, cause I'm that nigga that goes eye for an eye. But I'd be wearing. One live the guy with I'm only 2 years. Yeah. I'm an eye for an eye kind. I wish a rapper would try. Yeah.
I like Flowers.
Yeah.
I like Heat. I like Biobo that Matlera killed it.
You and
Props to
Matlera
him.
killed it.
Matlera killed
I
it. Yo,
killed it. Thato Mata.
that's 3. Are we doing 3 or 5?
5.
If you're gonna feel like him, you're gonna do 5.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now it's 5. And the last one. No. Let me give you that for those 4.
Those 4. Marvafich Baggage claim wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Baggage claim was 5 because of his verses. Mara hurut man da. Kana kwana mang.
Skidios, something.
Is there anything else in his catalog?
I give me easy man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
His name starts with an S.
I encourage you to go listen to Numbers only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even the production, I like the production as well.
I don't know why, but when I first saw the name Thato Saul, I was like, this is definitely a producer.
No, I thought Thato Saul was someone from Nigerian jazz artist, wait, just the soul part.
I thought he was a producer.
Yeah, or house producer. Thato Saul. What's
And you
this?
don't know where the soul comes from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because this Saul,
S-A-U-L.
Saul. The guy from the Bible. Saul. Saul from the... Saul
Paul who turned into Paul. I don't know how it's spelled.
the only Saul I know is
Yeah, okay.
I was cooking with.
Who's the guy in the Bible?
Yeah, like Saul.
Saul.
No, it's not Saul. That's
Solomon.
Samson. That's
Oh,
Samson.
Samson.
But Saul was once.
Mama
Mama can I buy a children's church?
I was testing you.
Why you let children's church for no reason? No, Paul was a nigga that hated on Christians and God, he changed. Like this nigga stole motherfuckers to death. Christians for being Christians. Uniform ya Roma. Then, come on, the next week, what's the Holy Spirit gets over him, the P disappears, the S disappears and he gets a P. It's like, yeah, get not Paul. I'm trying, yeah. But, yeah, maybe it was funny.